Good morning, Internet. Welcome to another episode of someone trying to solve Sudokus on the Internet. As per usual, let's jump right in. You might have noticed that I always switch to candidates mode first. I tend to do that when I'm doing New York Times Sudokus because I don't tend to get many digits at the start of the puzzle, so might as well just get used to pencil marking at the start. So I've just gone through run ones and twos, threes. What else have I got? Let's hope it's not much of a. Well, let's hope it's interesting, but not too much of a stinger today. So I think I've got a pair of fours here because of these two fours interacting, which locks another two fours up here, and these two are fours. So I think that sort of fours I can pencil mark in. That's pretty successful, I'll say. Fives doesn't look too good, so let's have a look at sixes. I've only got 1 6, so again, commit that to memory. 6 is a weak number. Sevens, I've got one here. 7 7. Oh, there's another 7 there. So pair of sevens here. Am I missing an interaction? Yes, I am. There's another pair of sevens there. And I think that sort of sevens I can pencil mark in. Moving on to eights, I've got a pair here. 2 2 2. Sorry for the sniffling. I tend to get them in the morning, so I think that's all the eights. So what about nines? I've got a pair of nines there, another pair of nines. 2 2 2. 9, pair of nines there, knocking that 9 out. So we've got solid 9. So this 9 interacts with that cell, meaning 9 is locked away from these 3 squares because I've already got a pair of 9s there. So these two must be 9s. I think that's sort of 9s. So I filled in 2 numbers, filled in them 9s. I need to go back up from 1 to 8. Oh, pardon me. 1s. Can't see anything. 1s. What about 2s? Yes, I've got a pair of 2s there, which locks another pair of 2s over there. And nothing else I can see, so 3s. 3, 3, 3. No, 4s. 4, 4. Nothing on 4s. What about 5s? I noticed when I kind of like review the footage yesterday that I've actually missed a lot of pencil markings on my first go yesterday. So not my first go, but on the when I was going around the board on the final video that I submitted. Not the first go because it was actually my second try at the puzzle since I failed to solve it in the morning. Let's hope I'm going to be able to solve it first go today. 6s, 7s. I think we're on a deadlock here again, so 7s don't really give me anything. What about 8s? 8s, can't see anything with 8s. So unless I brought up the search, I think this is when I need to do some weak area digging. There are not many. I can't see any like situations where I'm only left with 2 cells. I've got 4 possible 6s here, meaning these 4 doesn't actually resolve. There are loads of empty cells, so I'm probably going to start by just looking at the 6 as a weak number to see if I can find any hidden singles. So I've got 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 9, but I haven't got the 8. And what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I do have a 2. So this is an 8. Sticking with the 6, if I move up I'm going to miss a 1. So, and I move down, that's missing a 1, that's got to 1. So 1, 2 is missing a 3, so that's a 3 and 9. Actually, I should really look at these 4 cells. I've got 4, 9, 1 and 3, so I think it's safe to say I'm not going to get any solves here because I can't see 1 or 3s up here, so why don't we go across now? In fact, this is 8. I should really look at whether the 8 does anything, so 8 just gives me an additional pencil marking there. What about how it interacts with other digits? Doesn't really interact with much, so let's hold that thought for a sec. What about over here? I've got 1, 3, 4. I haven't got 5 or 2, so what about here? 1, 3, 4. Can't see a 5, so that's a 2, a 5, 2, a 5. I can see a 5 here, so but I can't see a 1 or 2. So let's look back up. I've already gone through that, so there's nothing to see. So what about this cell? 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's got to be a 2 then. So I can see 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 within the box. So that's 2, which means I've got another 2 up there. And anything else? No. So I've got triple left on this row as well. So I'm missing 1, 7 and 9. I've got 7 here, but I've got no 9 or 1. So safe to say there's no solve there. So what about here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Missing a 5. 5 and 6 in there. What about over here? I've got 1, 2, 4. Haven't got 5, so it's a 3 or 5. I've got 5 here, so 1, 2. Can't see a. Oh yeah, 4, 5. Can't see a 6, so it's a 3 or 6. So I think we've exhausted our options already. Let's just go around the board again. So ones are locked into here. Ones. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 3s. 3s. No, 4s. Missing 4s up there, so nope, nothing there. 5s. Still nothing. 6, 7. I'm skipping a 6 because I was already focusing on that number early on anyway. So, man, not doing well here. What about 8? Nope, nothing on 8. 9, got a pair of 9s. So I've got 9 split here. 9, 9, 9. Right, there are no 9s either, so where do I look next? So I've already looked at these triples, so let's leave them for now and look at, I don't think I've got anywhere weaker than 3, so let's look at the areas with 4s. I know that's pointless because I can't see a 6, so I'm hoping that I'll see something up on here. That's 6 and 9, 1, 5, 6 and 9, 1, 5, 6 and 9, nothing there. Any other areas? No, so, oh my god. I've got another set of 4s here. So this is going to be 2, 3, 6. 2, 3, 5 and 6. So I've got 3 and 5. I've got 3, 6. I have a feeling I'm going to have to do something with the 2s, because yeah, I'm not getting anything out of this, so this is a bit frustrating. I don't really want to go into the 5s, but I think I may have to. So let's try yesterday's method where we ended up spotting patterns of like 3 numbers stacked together to see if I can eliminate anything. But I spotted it when I was actually, let's pencil mark in these ones. So actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm missing 5 and 6 aren't pencil marked in yet. So 1, 4, 5 and 1, 4, 5, 6 and 7, that will make 5, so there's nothing there. This is completely empty, so 3's over here, 3, 1's over there, 2's, I've got 2, 3, no, that doesn't form a pattern though. This may be an opportunity for me to, oh hang on, is there 5, 6 and 8 kind of 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8 seems to interact in a fair few places, so 7 and 8, 7 and 8 doesn't give me anything though. 7 and 8's are locked down here, but nothing. 7 and 8 locked down there as well, but nowhere else. So no, so let's see, 3, 9. I think at this stage I'm basically looking for hidden pairs and hidden triples, and it's basically what I'm really weak at. So I'm just scanning down the columns at the moment to see if I spot any obvious pairs, and I think 7 and 8 are quite common. So what I'm looking for is if I think 7 and 8 have a bit of a relationship, what I'm hoping to find is somewhere where it interacts with a row as such that it locks where there aren't 7 and 8. It will create a pair of 7 and 8. And if I get enough of those, if I only get like 2 sets of cells that are only locked down as 7 and 8, then I may have myself a pair basically. So for instance, I see a 7 and 8 here locking this cell, 7 and 8 locks that cell, and I'm left with 4 cells. Unfortunately, actually I've got 7 there already, so that can't possibly be it. But if I look further down, I know those are locked down by 7 and 8, that's locked down by 7 and 8, that's also locked down by 7 and 8. So that means I've got a 7 and 8 pair here. So just to revisit the logic, I've got 7, 8 here. So I've already looked around the board and kind of see 7 and 8 seem to line up in a lot of places. So that's where I'm looking basically. And so start by looking down the columns. I've got 7, 8 kind of locked down in these areas already because I've got 7 here and pencil marking 8. I've got 8 and pencil marking 7. So there's no point in looking there. And I've got 8 and 7 here. But there aren't a lot of 7 and 8 in these 2 boxes. I've got 7 and 8 already in this box, 7 and 8 as pencil marking in this box as well. So 7 and 8 are pretty much taken in all but these 3 boxes, but I've got 7 here. So by focusing on these 2 boxes, I'm just looking down. So I've already got 7, 8 locking these 2 cells down, so they can't be 7 on 8. I've got a 7, 8 here, so it locks this column down. So initially I was looking at this row, but there's already a 7 there, so there's no way there's a 7, 8 pair there. And that 8 locks this row down, so there's no way there's a 7, 8 pair. So it leaves this row to be kind of like tentatively where 7 and 8 can be. So in this column, I don't have 7 and 8, but I do here, 7 or 8. So this cell can't be 7 and 8, and that's how I discovered the hidden pair of 7 and 8. I'm plenty sure that there are better ways of doing this, but this is how I discovered, I think it was the 1-2 pair early on in the week, but I kind of like did it early on. Basically, it was not early in the week, but I think it's one of my earlier Sudoku videos. But I already solved it before recording the video, whereas now you've just seen me doing it live. How I managed to discover the ones and twos and the fours and six in another video. But I think I was still quite new to that. But once I figured out how to use that logic, I've managed to just do that live on video. But whether that's useful or not is down to debate. So I'm left with 2, 3, 9, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 9, and 6. So this cell already has 2 numbers on there, so it's really these 3 cells that has potentials. Although knowing that 6 is a weak number, unless there's another pair in here, but I know these can't be 7 and 8. I'm skeptical that I'm not going to get anything from here, but let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, I haven't got 3 in this cell, so this is a 3, 9 pair. Hold on a sec. So, let's see. Yeah, this is 3 and 6. This is 2 and 6. This is 3 and 9. And this is 2, 6, and 9. It's not really that useful, so I'm disappointed by that. So maybe there's another 2, 7, 8 pair somewhere that I'm missing. But like, I've got a 7 in there, so there's no way there's a 7, 8 pair in this box either. So that doesn't lead to a solve, unfortunately. And normally, I don't like to leave pencil markings in that breaks the Snyder notation convention. But before I leave this, let's pencil mark in all the possible values. So 3, 6. Yeah, I don't have a triple. I have a quadruple. So that doesn't actually help me in any way that I can tell. Hold on. So that's 3 and 6. This is 3 and 9. So I've got 6 in 3 cells. Is that 3 that's throwing me off then? Can I actually eliminate any of these? So let's see. 3, 3, 3. So 3 is going to be down here. 3 up here. I haven't missed any pencil markings, have I? No, I've got 3s in these cells as well. So, I'm a bit stumped. I thought maybe there's another relationship going on. Maybe there's a triple that I'm missing. So this is not getting me anywhere. So I'm just going to clean up my pencil markings. So I'm back to original Snyder notation, leaving the 7 and 8. But at least I know these 2 cells are locked down completely. So if these are 7 and 8... I think, yeah, but that can still be a 7. So, yeah, these 3 cells can still be 7. So I haven't actually eliminated anything else. But within these 2 boxes, these 2 cells are completely locked down. So can I do anything with that? Let's see. I've got 1s, 2s, 3s. Right, so actually it does help, because now if I look at these 3s, I've actually got a pair of 3s locked down in these 2 cells, which I couldn't tell previously, because the 3 could go in there as well. So maybe this is this is the not logical next step. So let's see. 4, 5, 6. So 6 can't go in that cell, which means this row is locked down, but I haven't got any 6s locked down in the other columns, so 6 is no good. 7 I'm still left with 3 possibilities. 8, so 8, 8, I'm still left with 3 possible places, so that's all I can do with them. I've discovered another pair of 3s. I don't think that's useful at all, but let's move on. Let's have a look at this box. Ones, twos, 3, 4, 5s. So that doesn't do anything. Don't see a 6. 7 is still locked in 3 squares. 8 is locked in these 3 squares. 9 is locked in 4 cells. So yeah, that's really disappointing. So I'm now debating whether to delete those or not, because if I'm using another app, another Sudoku app, I'll probably color those cells in or actually do center notations to not confuse myself later on. But I have a sneaky feeling that they may still be useful later, so I'm going to leave them in for now. But I just got to bear in mind whenever I see the 7 and 8. Maybe this is part of my improvement to kind of like leave the final notations. And if I'm going to do that, I might as well do the triples in here. 1, 1, 1, and this is 7 and 9, isn't it? So 9's in all of these cells. I may start to see a pattern emerge later on. So these are 6s, so they're not helpful at all. But that's all. Oh, there's another triple here. So 1, 3. So 3, 5, and 6. So 6 goes in all the places. So those cells are locked down. So maybe now, if I have a look at these cells, I know these 2 cells are locked down with those 3 possibilities. So have we created another kind of notations down here? So I've already got 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 doesn't create a pair because I've also got 5 here, so it's kind of pointless. 6, 7, 8, 9. So I don't have anything there. What about here? Oh, my nose is really annoying me. I'm just going to blow my nose for a second. Apologies for these disgusting noises coming from my microphone. So this one is locked down. 1, 2. So 2s can be in 3 cells. 3, 4, 5. 5 is in there already, so that's no good. 6 we can ignore. 7, 8. So 8 and 9. Yeah, it doesn't create anything at all. So, So, in light of the time I've already spent on this puzzle, I'm going to do something controversial. I was going to do this yesterday anyway, but I might as well do that today. So my little kind of cheat is to use auto candidate mode. I ended up accidentally solving it yesterday without thinking that I was going to use it, and then accidentally solving it. Actually, before I do that, have I got anything here? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 and 5 there, so that's no good. Have I got like a 2, 5 pair in here actually? So that can be 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. That can be a 3 as well though, and that can't be a 2, 5 pair. So actually, I'm just going to quickly pencil mark in where these cells could be. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't give me a pair or triple. There are no hidden pairs or triples, so okay, never mind. So I have a kind of strict rule about auto candidates. I don't particularly like it because it feels a bit like you're basically defeated, and so what I tend to do is try to use it just to get myself started, hopefully finding myself a naked single, or I don't know, a pair or a triple or something like that. I do know that I've got a triple 7, 8 down here, so let's leave them in for now. But what I'm looking for are kind of like using pointed pairs to eliminate any candidates that are essentially, I'm just trying to pencil mark in the entire board, but by clicking auto candidate mode, it just does it for me. The unfortunate side effect is it also means from then onwards, when I solve a cell, it will immediately remove the pencil marking in for the rest of the grid. So it just feels a bit too easy as a result. But when I exhaust all possibilities, kind of when I've run out of ideas, I resort to auto candidate mode basically, and unfortunately we have to do that today. So the first thing I'm going to do is the 7, 8 hidden pair. I'm just going to clean up those cells, so I'm now left with 7 and 8, and I'm going to flicker between auto candidate modes and normal modes. And what I'm looking for, in fact, let's see if I can find a set so that I can demonstrate what I'm doing right now. So 9s, 2s, actually let's go around the board. So for example, I've got a pair of 1s pencil marked in here, so it means it's locked down in these 2 cells. So normally when you fill in all the candidates, these 2 cells can still, well, they can't see any 1s, so the auto candidate modes leave them in, but actually I already know they can't be 1s, so that strips down the pencil marking a bit. And let's see if there are other 1s. There are no other 1s, so I'm just looking at the 1s that are pencil marked in, and now I'm looking at 2. So looking at the 2s, I pencil marked in 2 here, 2s here, but there should be no interactions going on down here. I've got no pencil marking up there, so I don't think 2 is going to change at all. So no changes on 2. So 3s, I've got pencil markings in these cells, so it's worth checking. Yes, so let's see. Oh, it looks like, oh, there originally were pencil markings of 3s in there, so that's why they eliminate it. But otherwise, there are no new interactions. So what about 4s? So this pointed pair of 4s that I've pencil marked in originally eliminates the 4 in this cell. I was going to say similarly and then something else, but actually there's nothing else with 4. So what about 5s? I've got no pencil marks for 5s at all, so that's grand. 6, don't think I've got any pencil marking in for 6, so let's look at 7. I've got a pair up there, but there'll be no pencil marking here anyway. So I think, yeah, I don't think I need to look at 7s at all, because only these 2 boxes aren't pencil marked in fully, and I know they're all triples. So what about 8s? I've got a pointed pair of 8s there. I've got 8s over here, but I can't see any pointed pair of 8s that will interact with the rest of the grid, so there's no point in looking at them. And now look at 9s. So I think just keeping either the no 9s. Yes, so that's it. So I've gone through the board from 1 to 9, just to make sure the pointed pairs that I've already pencil marked in cleans up any impossible values on those cells already. So now comes the fun bit. We are now going to look for any hidden pairs or hidden triples. And I think that's generally how you solve the New York Times Sudokus. It's a hidden pair or hidden triple somewhere that I'm missing, and I think once you find it, the puzzle kind of resolves itself. So the board is quite full at the moment. So what I mean is there are loads of digits on the boards. Like most of the cells have like more than 2 digits, and that's not great because there's just a lot of reading you need to do. Normally what you want to start doing when looking for hidden pairs is well, start by seeing if they're not hidden at all. So you look at the pairs of digits to see, okay, I've got 2 6 here. Have I got another set of 2 6 there on the row or the column or the row or within the box? but we haven't got any. Then what I like to do is extend it. Well, do 2 6 appear in any other shape within this column, row, or box. Well, I got 2 6 9 there. Then what I think is, well, maybe that's a triple of 2 6 and 9, and I'll find basically, well, actually I've already got 6 and 9 interacting with the other two cells, and interacting with the 4s, so there are no hidden triples or hidden pairs anywhere. And looking up, I can see like 2 instances of 2 and 6s, but more importantly, I can see a 2 and a 6 kind of like not interacting with each other in other cells. So that's safe to say we don't have anything yet. So 4 and 6, 4, 6 and 9, nothing. So 4, 6, looking up the loads of 6s. So, and that's the problem. I think the fact that we've got a completely unresolved weak number that is a 6, that's going to cause a lot of problems now, because pretty much every single cell has a 6 in it, and so that's why the board is going to look really full. And but here we go, we've got ourselves a set of triples here: 5, 6 and 1, 1, 5 and 6. So normally when I'm pencil marking in, I'll talk about pairs a lot, but I think actually I think if you're doing hard difficulty, you probably understand the logic of triples anyway, so I'm going to jump ahead a bit. And so I've got 1, 5, 6 and 7 there, so that basically means that has to be a 7. So I've just eliminated a possible 7. So now I'd like to kind of rewind a bit and see if I can do any more pencil marking in, and also whether I can solve the puzzle at this stage. So I've locked the 7 in those cells. Does that 7 interact with anything else in any interesting way? So 1s, 9, 8 doesn't seem to do anything new actually. So so let me just go around the board again. 1s, focusing on this square. So 2s, doesn't do anything new with the 2s. And then no point also looking for 7 in any of these cells, am I? So no, I don't think that's useful at all. So unfortunately, that doesn't seem to give me any new information. So let's go back to auto candidate mode. What I want to do as well is, since I've got the triple, let's clean up the 5s, 1s and 6s. Actually, that gives us another 9. So that's a 9. That means 9s are locked in here. Eliminates that 9, creates a 2. So suddenly we've got a lot more digits going on, and I think that's where I would turn off auto candidate mode, assuming that I can solve it from here onwards, basically. So let's see if I can actually solve it. Chances are I can't yet, but I think actually this 7-8 pair has locked the 3 and 9 as a pair as well, so that's got to be a 3, which means that's a 9. Oh god, no. Actually, that's not a 9. This is a 3 something else pair. It's a 3 6 pair, but I've got 6 up here, so that's a 3, and that's a 6. So we finally have a new 6 to play with. So we've got 3 up here, eliminating that. So 1, 8, and this is 4 and 6. So 6 and... oh god, what's going on? Something's not right. 3, 3, 3. So... oh, this is not a 4 6 pair, that's why. This is a 4 5 pair, so that's a 4, that's a 5. God, I'm dumb. So those are 5s. 5, 5, so this is a 7 and 5 pair, so 8 is not there. It's a 2 8 pair now, so 5 looks up. I've got 5 1 pairs, 2 and 8, so this is 4 9 and 4 9 and 6. So 6s go there. Yeah, so it's got to be 9 as well. So let's pencil mark in the 9s. So that's 7, 8 and 1. 1, 8 is 7. So I've got an 8 down there. So that's 1 and 7 down here, meaning the 8 has to go up here, which eliminates that 8, resolves that 2. So I've got a pair of 2s over here, 2, 2. So this is 4, 9. I've got to be careful I haven't eliminated any of the other pencil markings. So it's 1, 4 and 9. Haven't got that yet, but I do know 1's up here. Does that do anything interesting? No, it doesn't. So I've got 1, 7 pair here, which resolves this 5 and 7, although the row itself resolves it as well, so should have spotted that. So yeah, this is kind of how I've been trying to solve Sudokus. If I get stuck, I just use auto-candidate just minimal as possible. Another quick tip, I've got triple down here. Assuming my pencil marks are correct, I've got 2 8s already, and I can see 2 8s here, so whatever remaining goes in there. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 goes there, so this is a 2 8 pair. And I may as well pencil mark in the rest there. So 2 8. This is 4 and 6. So this is another naked number now. So that's a 3, which means that's a 3. That's a 2. Locking the 2's in there. So what about what should I look at next? 4, 6 and 1. So 4, 6 and 1 can't resolve any of them. Anything else? 1, 5 and 6 up here, but I'm not going to resolve that. This is a 2 and 6 pair actually, so 6 can't go in there. So what was this before? 1, 6 and 4. So it can't be a 6, it can't be a 4, so there has to be a 1. So that's got to be a 6 and that's got to be a 4. And this is now a 5, 1 pair. So this is 8 and 4. So let's see, what else can I get? 1, 4 and 9. Still doesn't resolve here at the moment. I do have 9s. Well, actually, if I've got 9s, those have to be 1s and 4s, which means 9 has to be down here. So I've got myself a 4 and 6. So now 6 is locked into these cells, and in fact that's a 6 and 4 because of this 6. So the 6 is up here, resolving the 9. So what else? 1, 4, 3. So that's a 3 and that's a 5, and that resolves the 1, 5, 1, 5, and 4, 1. So the one's locked in here, so that's 1 and 7. So that's 7 and 9. 9 is locked in here. Are the 2 and 8 resolved? No, they're not, but the 2 and 6 are resolved, which resolves the 8 and 2, and that's the 8 and that's the 4. So so unfortunately I wasn't able to find the triple and the pairs, but I'll go back to, actually I can't go back to where I was on the board, but I think one thing that's worth doing is when you've got when you use auto candidates is I didn't do that today, but I used to do that, which is once you find yourself the triple. So I think it was the 1, 5 and 6 triple. What I should have done was to kind of reverse engineer the logic to see, could I possibly have spotted the 1, 5 and 6? And actually that's how in the past I found like the hidden pairs, and I use various logic to try and reverse engineer the kind of like the pairs, hidden pair logics. So maybe there's another pattern that I have missed out. But anyway, yeah, today's video is a complete mess because yeah, I think I've been like bouncing around different logics, and my little discovery of 7 and 8 kind of threw me off that I didn't solve the puzzle for me, and it turns out to be a triple up here that solves the puzzle. But I hope it's still kind of interesting and useful. As usual, like and subscribe. You don't have to like it, but if you want to see more Sudoku videos, please by all means subscribe, and it kind of keep me motivated knowing that people are interested in Sudoku videos. But I don't even know if I get notifications if people subscribe to me. But hey ho, I'll see you tomorrow.